Yes, guys, and a welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, the next instalment on the D.T.L interactive game, Season 5, the month of March. Now, I've literally just downloaded the save. I'm a little bit behind on it, to be honest with you. Now, the only thing I know is that I had a shit month, and Mark was laid into me. I mean, I almost felt fucking bullied the way he was abusing me, saying that, how shit I am. I mean, he may well have just called me a cunt. That's how it made me feel. It made me feel very dejected. Okay, so let's quit fucking around. Where should we start with? We've got to start with me, haven't we, really? I mean, it's only right. So, we're to the end of February, the start of March, Season 5. Let's have a look at my games throughout the month of February. We only had 4 games. We lost to Preston. Okay, let's see. What a fucking shit, what an absolute shocking match. So look at that, of all people to score. Selakovic, do you know what, I hadn't even seen that. That is really fucking, that is just fucking disgusting, isn't it? That really is just disgusting. D.T.L Luke, Luke then 21, well done I suppose I better say well done to you. AI Grimsby, we only just scraped that, didn't we? We just scraped that. And then of course we lose to Southampton, 4-2, yeah, we deserve to lose, no doubt about that. Well done, and we beat AI Tottenham 2-0, it wasn't a good month. And I am going to have to make changes. I've not done my squad yet. We were playing 4-4-2. We reverted back to 4-4-2, and it just wasn't doing anything, was it? Oh look, Claudio Lopez is injured. Oh, of course he is. Yeah, of course. Fuck you, Claudio Lopez is what I say. Fuck you. So, well, where do we go from here? I mean, what we got left? Let's have a look at the table, and we can hit the teams from here. We're 8th place, and we are only a point off the top 6. So Southampton, a few games in hand. Yeah, we're having a bit of a struggle. Let's start with the current runaway leader, Trunky at Colchester. He's through in the FA Cup. Hammered Man United. That's a great result. He had 5 games. It was a perfect month then for Trunky and Colchester. I'm not going to say anything negative about you, Trunky, because deep down, I really like you. I think you're a cunt, but I really like you. Well done. And he will meet Tranmere in a mouth-watering FA Cup quarter-final. He'll take on... now, what was it Eben said here about my pronouncing? Is it Rise or Reese? Is it Rise or Reese? Whatever. I'm now going to call you Rise. Fucking Eben, fucking cunt. Eben's my new on my shit list. Okay, so yeah, Trunky, Trunky is absolutely killing it. No doubt about that, and I think we need to give him credit where it's due. Over to Hull City from AMC. Let's have a look how his month went. Well, I think Mark's probably already said this on the write-up, to be honest with you, but I think losing to AI is frustrating. And I think the way his month started, losing to AI and then straight after losing to Durham, he'll be well pissed off. So, I think from Trunky's perspective, he's laughing. He's fucking loving it. Over to AJ in 3rd place now then, with Manchester City. He's got a game in hand. He's not out of it yet, AJ. He's not out of it yet at all. And of course, just remember he is in the Champions League as well. So it was a busy month for him. Drew with Spectral in the league. Won his FA Cup replay against Sheffield Wednesday. Drew with AI, pissed off about that. Lost in the Champions League. Beat Blackburn in the FA Cup 5th round. Beat Parma. Beat Watford. And beat Chelsea in the League Cup semi-final. Now he drew the first leg. So it's a big month really. It really was a big month for AJ. He's in the League Cup final, and oh dear. Okay, well we'll get to this, but he's clearly not meeting Southampton in the final at all. But we will get to that. Big result in the FA Cup, and he'll meet Nottingham Forest in the quarter-finals. The thing that caught my attention now was the Champions League, and 2 games to go, and this will be concluded in the next month. But he's looking good, looking really, really good. If that defeat, I think he won't give 2 shits about, to be honest with you. Over to Spectral And Chelsea, well, we just said about the League Cup, didn't we? Beat Leicester 6-3. Let's have a look at the Champions League. Yeah, Spectre's looking good. I expect him to qualify. Celtic, fucking hate Celtic. Apologies for any Celtic fans, but I hate them. Even in a game, I hate them. Millwall, yeah, did well. Well done, Spectral. Excuse me. Over to Arsenal and Marimo. Marimo, let's have a look at how his season went on. How his month went on in what was also minimal. Leicester won. He didn't actually have a bad month really. 10 points in 12. Beat Preston. Drew Preston and beat Southampton. Marimo, well done. Be proud of yourself, son. Be proud of yourself. Over to Leeds United to Everton. Let's have a look where he how his month was. Oh, I don't look like a good month. Fucking hell. I thought I had a bad month. So he hammered Man United, lost to Newcastle, lost to Liverpool, lost in the Cup to Preston, lost it to Tranmere, and has got a 1-1 draw in the first leg of the UEFA Cup. Let's just have a look at his tactic. I don't like that tactic, so that's just my own personal view. But he is still in 6. He's still in 6. Over to Southampton now then. So we just said about this a minute ago with Durham. I'm not sure what happened in the League Cup semi-final. He lost the first leg 3-0, but I honestly thought, 3-1, but I honestly thought he would turn this around. Now the problem is here, to give, not take away the victory of Spurs, but Tottenham are an original human managed side, so they're not quite the AI as we would see it. They were, and you can tell that just by their lineup. You can certainly tell that. I think we need to sort of give Durham a little bit of credit here. He weren't playing AI as we know it, but back-to-back games against Copenhagen. Let's see. Have a look. Well, yeah, he should do it. I expect you to do it. I expect you to do that. Of course, he beat the mighty Wolves. It was a good month in terms of domestically, apart from that Arsenal. But all right, long way to go. Long way to go. Let's go straight to Redders at Liverpool. Let's have a look at how his month was. Started in February, drew with Spurs, beat Man United, beat Leeds, drew with Forest in the FA Cup, lost to Millwall, he'll be gutted, lost to Forest, and then hammered Olympiacos in the first leg of the Champions League. That was a real balanced month for Redders there, and his next league game is going to be massive. Home to the league leaders. He's then going to have the UEFA Cup. It's interesting really because unlike how we play CM, he plays weak team for the UEFA Cup. He can't do that because he needs to select his team for the whole month ahead. And, he's got Hull, Southampton and Tranmere. So, fingers crossed you do not get any serious injuries. I'm actually saying something nice here. Don't get any injuries in that second leg. Over to Preston North End, of course, managed by Luke, we said. And we've spoken a little bit about him. He's through to the FA Cup quarter-finals. So beat Wolves, beat Port Vale in a replay, drew with Sheffield Wednesday, he'll be gutted, drew with Arsenal, beat Leeds, drew with Villa. I think he'll generally be a little bit pissed off, to be honest with you. He'll generally be pissed off that he slipped up points against AI. Okay, on to Leicester City. General Schmutz. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's start then from Arsenal. He lost. Was it only 3 games of General Schmutz? Fuck me. He lost to Arsenal. He beat Villa and he lost 6-3 at Chelsea. Just got to look at that, haven't we? Got to look at that. That was ridiculous, wasn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so General Schmutz will be pissed off. No doubt about that. He'll be fucked off. Over to London at Manchester United. Let's see how his month started out. Leeds, he got thrashed 4-1. Got thrashed by Liverpool 3-0. Lost to Hull. Drew the FA Cup. Oh, this is the worst month I've ever seen from London. Also known as Ian. What a fucking shit show of a month. You're going to be my topic now then. You weren't just like edged or beaten. You were fucking annihilated. Leeds started it. Liverpool thrashed you. Hull edged you. Bear in mind that was in your own backyard. Tranmere, you probably weren't happy with a 2-2 draw at home and that to have a replay. Then you were thrashed at the league leaders. beaten the FA Cup 5th round. You know, we've all had shit months at some point, including the league leaders and shit over the seasons, but I don't recall anybody having such a shit month than that. I feel for you. I really feel for you. Over to Tranmere Rovers then. Rice. We'll call it Riceham. February. So, beat Bolton in the FA Cup replay. Lost to Newcastle. Lost to Spurs back-to-back. Drew and Man United in the FA Cup. Well, we know he won that replay. Beat Leeds in the league. Won the replay. And then had 4-1 victory against Strasbourg. So it's funny, isn't it? We said that General Smuts had 3 games throughout the whole month. Whilst Rise had 7 games. Busy old month. Busy month indeed. And what are we doing there? Let's go to the First Division then. Yeah, there we go. So, Mark, Stoke City. Mark, I don't remember him only being 5 points clear before. So, are we expecting a bad month here from Mark? Let's have a look then. So, lost against Forest. Lost against Coventry. Went out the FA Cup. Beat West Ham, beat Wigan. Now that is a really tough month for our very own chairman, and I'm not gonna be hard on him because he's probably pissed off. I'd be pissed off. You know, I would like to know how much he's got in the bank. I know I can quite easily check it. I can check how much he's got in the bank by looking at it, but I like to see it as a bit of a surprise. But yeah, that's quite... I don't think he'll fail, to be honest with you. I don't think he'll fail. I think he'll come good. I think his FA Cup exit, he'll be pissed off. He'll be really pissed off. Eversham, Bolton Wanderers. Let's see how his month went then. It was only a 5-game month for him. Coventry beat them. Went out the FA Cup. Beat Rotherham 4-3. 3-2 winners over Everton. 2-0 winners over Forest. 5-1 winners over West Ham. Superb month for Eversham. And I would really like to see him make automatic promotion. I think this next month is going to be a fucking huge month for him. And finally, Blackburn Rovers, just a ghost. Now, what the fuck, yeah, with this midget of a squad over at Blackburn, are you doing down in 16th place? More importantly, what are you doing with Jamie Redknapp at your team? Okay, so, drew with West Ham, lost at home to Forest, lost in the FA Cup to City, lost to Wigan, beat Charlton, lost to Coventry. Mate, you need to do something. You need to do something. That is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Whilst we're on the First Division, let's take a look at player stats. The average rating is Mark's player. Biagini, and look at that, he's having a good season in terms of average rating, isn't he? He really is. Let's take a look at the Premier League then. Well, Manchester City's Rossini leading the way, 23 goals in 44. The good old Ryan Giggs. We like Ryan Giggs, don't we? You wouldn't trust him with your girlfriend or your wife, but we do like Ryan Giggs. 824. Fucking hell, he's had a phenomenal season, hasn't he? Ryan Giggs, you can't argue that, can you? Mendieta and Vieira at Trunky, looking really good. Newcastle were another team that were previously managed by Human Player, so they won't be an easy team to beat. Okay, let's have a look at goals then. Let's have a look at our leading goal scorer, Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer leading the way for AMC at Hull City, and Henrik Larsson at Marimo. Now that's interesting because we said he'd had a bit of a tough time. Yeah, Shearer you can't grumble with. You cannot grumble with Henrik Larsson. Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs is there again. That's really interesting because I don't know, where's he being played? Let's just we've got to check that really, haven't we? Very, very interesting. Ryan Giggs, I don't know what, make a move for him. Spectral, Christian Vieri, 19 in all competitions, 10 in the league. I think he'd be a bit pissed off with that. I don't know if he's been playing him, to be honest with you, as frequent as what you probably might expect. And finally then, let's have a look. What else should we go for? Let's go for assists. I think Ryan Giggs is going to be leading. No, he's not. Tottenham AI. Okay, then this is interesting. AMC, look at that. 13 assists. Ryan Giggs is there. Zinedine Zidane over at Marimo's Arsenal. Okay, now there's somebody I'm looking for, and this is the guy I was looking for, is Bobby Petter. Bobby Petter, I pointed him out before. He's playing for AJ at Man City. 17 assists. That is fucking ridiculous. You know, I think he'll reach 20. I think he's such a good player. He's such a quality player. And I just think it's all good. It's all good fun. Gary Speed, Alex. I think for me, with wingers, or fullbacks that matter, I want to see double figures when it comes to the assists. On the wingers, I demand double figures on someone playing in the hole, but in terms of the wingers and fullbacks, I want to see double figures. Simple as that. Okay, so let's just now refresh ourselves. And the League Cup looks like this. Manchester City will take on Tottenham. Big game indeed for AJ. You'd fancy him to win that, wouldn't you? You would fancy him to win it, and that's going to take place in this next forthcoming month. The very best of luck, AJ. On to the FA Cup now to refresh our minds. Chelsea again. Look at that. We could have an all-human semi-final lineup there. Chelsea, Fulham. I fancy Spectral and Chelsea there. Preston against Newcastle. Luke, I think you got a tough game there. Don't underestimate it, but I think you will edge it. Man City against Forest. Now, I expect Man City to do well on that. I mean, big month really for Man City indeed, with the League Cup final as well. Tranmere against Colchester. Well, where do I see that going? Rise. I think Trunky could prove too strong. I really do. I think he could prove just too strong. But it's a big month indeed. Hang on a minute. It's a huge month for sorry, I'm getting a bit confused myself here. It's a big month for AJ. It is an absolute massive month for AJ indeed. Sorry, that Tranmere Cultures has thrown me a little bit because it's going to be a hard one. I was too busy thinking of AJ, as you do. He's got such a month. I think let's just have a look. And of course, he's in the Champions League as well. Look at this. Fuck me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Luckily, I think, for AJ, he's only got 2 league games against human opposition. I'll be confident to play Man United in the form that they're in. Leicester City, I'd be confident. So, it goes back to what I was saying before about the UEFA Cup. He's got to obviously think ahead for the whole month. He can't just play a weakened team. He can't rotate it, can he? And finally, let's just have another quick look at the European competitions. You know what we said. Chelsea are leading the way. Man City leading the way. Southampton, I think, will do a good enough job. And into the UEFA Cup as well. Tranmere, 1 foot in the semis. Liverpool, 1 foot in the semis. Liverpool will have to do it. Liverpool, 1 foot in the semis. Semis, fuck's sake. In the quarters, Leeds will have to do it the hard way. And that's it from me, guys. That is another month out of the way. Another month out of the way. Oh God, what can you say? What can you say? The game doesn't get boring, but I think it's going to get even more exciting when the season finishes. I'm saying that quite easily because I can't wait for the season to finish because I'm having such a shit show of a season. So we'll see. Till next time from me, guys, take it easy.